favor. I'm ready for God to blow my mind. Enemies' weapons, they won't prosper. I know your blessings are right on time. Right on time. I see goodness, yeah. Every day of my year. Miracles, yeah. Flow from everywhere. Blessing on blessing on blessing, oh. You that take what the enemy meant for evil and show me your goodness, yeah. Stepping in my year of favor. Blessing all no one later. Plenty goodness all around me. You that take what the enemy meant for evil and show me your goodness. My year of breakthrough. Don't even have to ask a question. My testimony's on the way. On the way, on the way. Good things always follow what you say. I see goodness, yeah. Every day of my year. Miracles, yeah. Flow from everywhere. Blessing on blessing on blessing, oh. You that take what the enemy meant for evil and show me your goodness, yeah. Stepping in my year of favor. Blessing all no one later. Plenty goodness all around me. You that take what the enemy meant for evil and show me your goodness.
Good night, everyone. Welcome. Welcome to Conversations While We Wait. I am your host, Victoria Frederick, and before we get into things, just want to say from early, this session is going to be a very short session, right? So we're still going to open things off the way we usually do. With a word of prayer, and then we will do all the housekeeping after that. So, Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us here safely, oh God. Lord, you are mighty, you are matchless, you are marvelous, oh God. Lord, you are the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. Touch down in this session, and let it flow as you would have it to. Hold the internet so we can get through this in not only but your mighty name. Amen. Right, so firstly, y'all, my apologies. We've been having some internet challenges on these ends since this month started. Not sure what the problem is, but we're moving. Yeah. So welcome back to Conversations While We Wait. We have. I don't want to say resumed, but technically we're resuming. So we took a little break after conference conversations and then the recap of conference. We took a break to just get a clear direction and a clear path for where we will be going forward with conversations. So for those of you who might be viewing for the first time, let me officially or properly introduce myself. I am Victoria Frederick. I am the creator and founder of Victoria Frederick's General Enterprise, a kingdom empowerment enterprise that helps persons solidify their kingdom identity through kingdom learning programs, kingdom clothing, and kingdom living. So we waiting, not just me. There's a community with the same name, While We Wait, the While We Wait community, that has been in operation since 2021, and we're waiting on various things from God. We're waiting on breakthrough, healing, just everything. What do we do while we wait? What do we do while we wait? Part of that is conversations. We're going to have clean conversations to help pass time, basically. Yeah? And develop a strong community where we can fellowship with one another. So we've been doing conversations. I feel like this is year 2. It started last year, I believe. I could be a little bit wrong. I will check the data and get back to you. But we've been doing this for a while now, and we really want to get people more involved. So we want to have more conversations, more discussions. The goal is to amp it up and make it a little bit more frequent at some point. But for now, we are unable to do that. But we want to remain consistent. So I'm here to tell you of some of the changes that will be happening for conversations within the next couple of weeks. So the first major change for conversations is that we are changing our date. Our day, I should say. So we usually broadcast on a Mondays, every other Monday. Right? We usually broadcast on a Mondays. We are now switching to Wednesdays. That might work for some people. It may not work for others. But Wednesdays are a perfect day to do conversations because it gives you that midweek energy boost that you need. It gives you that midweek encouragement that you need, and it just helps refocus you in case work starts to get a little bit crazy. It gives you that recentering, something to look forward to midweek. So we are switching to Wednesdays. So our first installment of Conversations While We Wait would be happening on Wednesday, the 29th of April. Wednesday, the 29th of April, we are officially starting with our first episode. And Conversations is going to run for 5 weeks, or let me say 5 episodes within a segment, right? 5 episodes, then we will take 2 weeks off, and then we'll jump back in. So in all, we should have about 3 segments between now and the rest of the year, right? And every episode, we're going to be hitting with some real personal conversations. We're going to talk about topics and kingdom related matters that the church tend to shy away from. We're running into it, right? So set this up in your calendar because you don't want to miss this. Subscribe and get notifications so you don't miss us when we go live, because these are conversations that we need to have. These are conversations. All I want a little sneak peek. Let me give you all a little sneak peek of the topics that we will be discussing for segment 1, the first 5 episodes. Right? I don't want to give all it too much, But should I? I feel I will. Okay. So we're gonna talk about the silence of God. When you can't hear him. We're gonna talk some more about money, ambition, kingdom. We're gonna talk about mental health in the kingdom and in waiting. We're gonna talk about kingdom dating and loneliness, and we're going to talk about picking sides. Is it necessary? So we are going to have so much fun, and we're going to have such a full packed schedule week after week, every other week. We want you all to come excited. So on Wednesday, the 29th of April, we are going to be talking about our first topic, the silence of God. The silence of God. And another thing to note, our episodes are now going to be limited to an hour, 7 to 8 p.m. We're not going to go longer. Well, we will try. Oh, gosh. We will try our best because I don't know how sweet the thing does get when we start talking about God and His goodness and everything that comes with it. But we're going to try to cap things at an hour. Right? Um, if if you have topics in mind that you would like to hear us talk about, you can send those in. Right? The my IG and should come across at the bottom of the screen, or you can leave comments. We'll check those comments out and see what are some of the topics that was listed and see how we might be able to include them in, maybe if not this segment, in some of the future segments. And also, since you know the topic or you have a general idea of what we're talking about, you can start thinking about questions, that you may have for us, or scenarios or different things that we can touch on or address during these episodes, right? So we will be having guests from the While We Wait community coming and chatting with me. I hope you'll get to see more faces than you've seen before. Maybe we will even get some of the King's Club, some men from the King's Club to come and give that male perspective, get that male perspective into the conversation. So we are super, super excited. We are super psyched about the direction that we're going and some of the changes that will happen for conversations. So 2 things to note: new date and new time, new time frame, if you want to put it that way. So set up your reminders, because we will be on Wednesday the 29th. The next time you see this notification, it will be on Wednesday the 29th. And if you want to know more about the While We Wait community, about VFGE Kingdom Empowerment Enterprise, you can go on the pages, you can send a DM, you can reach out if you want to be a part of, and we can see how, if you want to collaborate or partner with us in any way, we can set something up. All right. So if you enjoy Kingdom content, if you enjoy, Bible teachings and readings and just learning how to live learning how to live how we have been instructed to live, if these are the kind of things that you like, then this is the place to be on our Wednesdays. If it is you need to be strengthened in your walk, if it is you need just a healthy space where we can have conversations related to the kingdom, and not just the nice sugar-coated message, just pray and talk to God. No, we want to talk about real life, down-to-earth matters here on Conversations While We Wait, because we've realized that there are people who are struggling, trying to live a life for the kingdom. They're struggling silently. They're struggling within themselves. They're struggling because they don't feel as if there's anywhere safe that they can go, as if they will be judged. And one thing, this is a safe space. This will always be a safe space for people who have real life situations. Like, I want to talk about sex. I want us to talk about same-sex attractions. I want us to talk about all the things. If you're a believer but you're struggling with addiction, I want us to cover all those kind of topics that might seem out there that the church may be shying away from. I want us to discuss it, because these are the lives of some people. Some people, this is what they're living. This is what they're dealing with, and they don't know who to turn to. So we're going to get really real. We're going to get really down to earth in conversations starting this month. And with this segment and with the segments to come, we are going to be talking about real matters. We're going to be talking about real situations. We're going to be talking about real issues. And we are going to be seeing, throughout the discussions, hopefully somebody can get some form of encouragement, some form of help, something that they may need. And then, when we're having some events, maybe we can meet some of our viewers. They may pop into some of these events we're having, and we can really get to connect with them in person. So I want to thank you all for tuning in. As I said, this was going to be a very short session because it was really just to provide some updates. All right. Conversations is back on. We are now on a Wednesdays, and we will be having our first episode. Our first episode will premiere on Wednesday, the 29th of April at 7 p.m. Yeah. So thank you all again. If you missed it, go catch the rerun. And I really hope I came through clear enough because, as I said before, we've been having some internet challenges. So you all pray, let's join together and pray that this is sorted out so that this can reach people. If you know somebody who needs this type of conversation, invite them. As I said, subscribe to the channels, click that little link to get a notification, a little bell. Click it so you will get notified every time we go live. Yeah? Follow everything. All the information on the screen there. If you missed anything, run it back. You all be safe. Hope you all had a wonderful Easter. I hope you all had a wonderful first day back out for those who was dealing with that today. And I will see you all in a couple of weeks as we start, but more so continue as we get deeper into conversations while we wait. And remember, everybody is waiting on something. Everybody is waiting on something. And I hope it's God you're waiting from, and you're not putting your trust in man or in chariots. Yeah? So you all have a blessed and wonderful night, and I will see you all on Wednesday, the 29th of April, 7 p.m. Bye.